Welcome, everybody, to the 5-Star Frogcast. I am your host, Kevin Benet Amador. With me, T-Money Tyler Harrison.
Boom! We bring the boom! That's what we do. We bring the boom.
We're back.
Yeah.
As you can probably hear, my voice.
Kevin's done. My geez, my voice now gonna try to crack out on me.
Maybe you're next.
Nah. No,
Hopefully
Kevin
not.
is so done.
Hopefully not. So, obviously, we had a podcast, but I can't even talk now. Like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, literally not too long after, I got the worst cold of my life. Lost my voice. Yeah. It's coming back, but we're back here with an episode of the Frogcast, and we got Survivor Series War Games.
In Vancouver.
It is in Vancouver. Tony is unfortunately not available to show up for the podcast. He is in Cuba.
Yes. Enjoying his life.
Hopefully he enjoys his life there, as us Canadians get ready for the winter. But he did send his predictions, so still got his predictions up for that vacated title of ours. I believe last pay-per-view.
What was last
One of
pay-per-view?
us Crown Jewel.
Yeah, okay. I was the champ for a while. I know that. I lost it. It's vacated now.
Yeah. But here we go. Survivor Series. 5 matches, I believe. 5 matches. Pretty good card overall, honestly.
Yeah.
Got the 2 War Games matches. Punk's back. And then you've got... I'm excited for the triple threat match. I think that's going to be really good. I think that's like the perfect co-main event to the men's War Games match, I think. In my opinion. I think that's the perfect way to do it. And I think you start off with you probably start off the women's War Games match.
I feel like, yeah, you're going to start off with the women's war game. And then you're going to end with the bloodline, because I feel like we're going to see someone return.
You're going to have to see something happen. Whether it's a return, maybe a debut, a big turn of some sort.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen, or interference of another wrestler.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. It won't just be a clear... It could be a clear victory, but then something will happen at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a potential. But let's start off here with the Women's War Games match. So we got Team Rhea Ripley versus Team Liv Morgan, is what I'm calling it. So Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and now Bayley, because Jade Cargill was attacked. Interesting. Yep. I hope it's Naomi who did it.
Interesting.
Give us a little something new to work with, because Naomi, we all know her character is kind of dull in a way.
Yeah.
Why not change it up? Make her heel. Different point of view here. Or it could also always be Charlotte Flair. That would be kind of cool too.
Yeah, that's a lot of people what they're saying.
Safe pick, Naomi, and do something with it now. Let her cook. Maybe she's actually can be a good heel. Maybe she can save her character a bit and change it up. So I definitely could see, if it's Naomi, something like Dakota Kai, what she did, remember? Mid-match turn.
They could.
Like that, and then leave. I could see that happening. And then, Liv Morgan's team. You got Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Time, and Candice LeRae. I don't really know what to expect for this match, to be honest. It might be decent. On paper, I'm not really thinking too like high of it. I don't know about you.
This match is weird. I'm just looking at the participants.
Like Bailey's
So
just
like,
not on because she,
why
like,
I get why they added, but why is like Io Sky Io Sky just had a rivalry with Bailey this past like year, so it's like it's weird that they're a part of the team together. Candice LeRae is obviously just thrown in there. Nia
happens to be a
Jackson,
heel.
yeah, honestly the wild card here is Tiffy because there's two champions in this, right? Nia Jax champion still, right? Who's the champion?
Yeah. Liv and Nia Jax, actually.
Yeah, both in the cage.
But here's the thing.
Something weird.
We could see a Tiffy cash in.
Mm-hmm.
We could. Maybe that's what they do. We could. You also got Saturday night main event. Saturday night's main event. December 14th.
Around the corner, yeah.
They got the first match confirmed. It will be Owens and Cody Rhodes. Probably main event. But
yeah,
there's a chance they could do a cash in there.
Yeah.
And then obviously the obvious one I think would be the Netflix premiere. Tiffy, I think, is gonna cash in there. I think that's what
makes sense, yeah.
But
that's fair.
We could still see a cash in. There's still a lot of potential stuff you can see out of this match. I just don't think it's that high caliber of a match on paper.
No.
It just seems kind of, like some people, okay, it makes sense, but then some of it's like you're just thrown in. Yeah. And there's not going to be enough story for me to be kind of like, okay, this is cool. But maybe the match is actually going to blow it out of the water and just like be amazing.
Yeah, this could be a match of the night. I don't know. I don't trust Nia Jax.
Io Sky, I trust 100% in this type of match. She puts on great spots. So
yeah, so let's Candice LeRae, honestly.
She could. I hope they give her some spots. Tiffy could really do some good stuff here. A riptide from the top of the cell would be really cool.
Yeah,
be very dangerous.
I think we're going to see a Tiffy moonsault from the top cage.
That'd be cool.
But who do we think's going to win this?
Well, let's see. Tony went with Team Ripley over Team Liv. Fair pick. I'm probably gonna go along with Tony here and say Team Ripley wins. I don't know. There's no point in Liv. I don't know. I don't really see Rhea Ripley can just get the win here.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know.
So
it can go either way. But
what I'm thinking is, what if there is a turn? Won't happen now. Maybe it will. What if there's a turn? What if the person we're not thinking right? Maybe it's Bianca that turned on her and just playing it off like she doesn't know.
But she was in the ring when it happened.
That's fair, but I don't know, man. So I don't know. I know she was, but like,
oh God,
she could have orchestrated. Yeah, she could have orchestrated it.
She could be behind it. You're right.
Yeah,
she could be like, maybe I was the one who told this person to do so.
Yeah, Naomi would be good. No, I'm going with you guys. Like, I'm just looking at this. Realistically, the Dax too stacked against Rhea Ripley in the sense of a win here is big because no one's gonna beat Nia Jax. Raquel's huge. They should dominate in wrestling world, but that's why you have the underdogs here win.
Yeah, and Bianca Belair is very strong. Like she's gonna lift Raquel Rodriguez. She's gonna lift Nia Jax. It's gonna happen
for sure. It's gonna happen.
No, I don't know. I see Rhea Ripley's team winning this. I don't see them going heels again for the win here. So yeah, I think we all go Team Rhea Ripley on this one.
Yeah.
And we'll now move on to LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
This one,
there's a chance. There's a chance that they could just rip the title off LA Knight, but he's a big marketer guy. He's an easy guy to market now, especially because of the catchphrase. Still very good with the crowd. getting good reaction, good pops, um, working on his actual wrestling skills, and he's still obviously amazing on the mic. So, and then you just have a guy who just returned like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Would they really put the title on him this soon? Like, I don't know. I like the new look. It's like this new, like, darker Shinsuke look. I like it a lot. I do like what he's doing with the face paint and everything. But I want to learn a little bit more about this new character before I see him have a title. I know it's still Shinsuke, but, you know, maybe there's something new to the character that he's going to bring.
Yeah.
That I'd rather learn a bit more rather than just put a title on him and see what happens. So I'm going LA Knight.
So the thing is,
but it'll be close.
Yeah, LA Knights had a decent title run. Nothing crazy in my opinion. I feel like the rise to the title was more better than him getting the title.
That's a big trend.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes, you could almost say it. You could argue it. Some people have not been fans of it.
Honestly,
to getting to the title was amazing.
This has been this has been said. I don't know. Many probably wrestlers has said it, but I don't remember which one specifically has said it. But I want to say it was Kevin Nash, actually, because he was talking about the WCW documentary, when it was like Who Killed WCW. And he said, well, listen, no one really likes a babyface to hold the championship. People buy into the story of them constantly chasing it, right? Because if you look at it, like Gunther, his run's doing pretty good right now. Like, it's not boring. He's doing the right things. You know, he's had a good match with Randy Orton. Who has he really? Sami Zayn. He's defended the title against. You know, he's having good matches with these people, but he's a heel. But when the babyface has a title, there's nothing to chase, right? Because they have it. So yeah. I think Shinsuke actually does take the title. And this is going to be WWE's test to see, okay, like, maybe eventually Shinsuke gets back on the top of the card and wins the WWE Championship or World Heavyweight Championship. Because the question is, who's the next guy after Cody? Who's taking that title off of Cody?
It could be Kevin Owens.
It could be.
You know, there's a lot of talk.
That is Triple H's guy.
WrestleMania 41, and Cody Rhodes did mention, like, what you guys are going to get, you won't expect, but it'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves a lot of questions, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if Cody Rhodes isn't the champion walking into WrestleMania 41?
Yeah. That's very much
What if they give it to Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens puts on a stellar match against a guy like Punk, for example, or something?
Yeah. No, it's very possible. Kevin Owens would not be the worst person to give the title to. Because you still have
Gunther. He deserves it.
They faced it, yeah.
And he's an amazing heel.
Yeah.
He is a heel. He's meant to be a heel. His babyface it's part of a team if he's a babyface, but when he's alone, it has to be a heel. Because he's just so good at it.
I honestly don't think he's ever really a babyface, because we all expect a turn eventually. Yeah. But I agree. I think Kevin Owens.
It's even like Randy Orton. Like, he can be a babyface, but we all expect that RKO to happen. Mm-hmm. We know that RKO is going to happen.
I feel like at this point in his career, Randy Orton is a babyface in the sense that he's just too loved by the WWE universe. Yeah. Even if he is a heel,
he's gonna have to do something so like evil.
I'm telling you, bring it back. Punt Triple H.
No, honestly, RKO Cody Rhodes beat him up so bad that Brandy Rhodes comes out and he RKOs her.
You're not thinking 2009 Randy Orton.
Oh, you want me to go to
beat Cody Rhodes. He handcuffs her. Mama Rhodes comes in, trying to protect.
Oh, you can do Mama Rhodes. You could do Mama, but I'm just saying, Brandy.
She's on the ground, holding her son's head, like, "Are you okay?" Boom! Punts it clean off. She's a wrestling wife. She's in the business, man. People forget she is married to Dusty Rhodes. I feel like she'd take a bump.
I mean, Brandy or Mama Rhodes, either way, it's...
I feel like Brandy would be the option, but I don't know, man. Seeing Mama Rhodes take a punt, would be stellar.
I mean, what if I'm trying to think of a way The Rock could be involved in this because The Rock wants to mess with Cody Rhodes. So what if The Rock
simple when they go
Randy?
No, simple. You can easily throw out Randy Orton. What you want to do with The Rock is when they come to Atlanta, Georgia, at Cody Rhodes' house, he's doing a little tour, and then they go home to Mama Rhodes. And when they open the bedroom door, there's Rock laying in bed with Mama Rose with a cigar. I'm just saying, Netflix is coming out. Spoilers to Cobra Kai season 6, but a guy died. Netflix don't care.
Yeah, it is true.
Netflix don't care. We might see Vince McMahon car blowing up 2.0.
Could. There's a lot of things that we could see.
But
stuff
honestly,
like this we actually could see.
Yeah. Honestly, realistically, I really don't know. I mean, Kevin Owens can do it for sure. But I mean,
there was a time though.
Cody Rhodes would be the face of the company, whether he has a title or not. As simple as that. We know that.
I mean, there was a time though when Roman Reigns was the champion. We were like, who is actually going to do it? There was a time.
But then Cody Rhodes came in, and we're okay, yeah.
Then you're like, okay, maybe this guy, and then obviously it was him. But like, there's always a time where it's kind of like that. Who's going to do it?
That's true.
A guy comes up, it's going to be this guy, and we just know it. It takes time, but we know it. Anyways, we're getting off track.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, wow, we went completely off track. I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke, okay, that's a good pick. You might actually get that one. Me and Tony, LA Knight, and we will move on to Gunther versus Damian Priest World Heavyweight Championship rematch from SummerSlam. Gunther's winning this.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is Gunther's reign's been a little too short. This is Gunther.
Gunther's winning this. I think Gunther.
I do believe a part of me. I think a part of me believes that Gunther is going to lose the title to Cena at some point.
They could do that.
And honestly, can I just throw out a John Cena plan? Can I just throw?
I mean, you can.
I'm doing it.
I don't want to go off the track too much. That's the thing.
Just a quick thing.
Okay.
WrestleMania, whatever they want to do it, John Cena beats Gunther. Okay. John Cena holds the title for a bit. Money in the Bank. Dominic Mysterio wins the Money in the Bank. Right? Maybe John Cena keeps trying against Gunther, and eventually he does win it, and that's when Dominic Mysterio comes out, cashes in on him. Right now, ESPN, I want to quickly say, ranked him number 1 for wrestlers.
Yeah, I know, which is kind of wild. MJF number 2.
MJF, I'll give them this. MJF has been off this whole year basically because of injury.
Yeah, but
and Dominic stepped up a lot. I know he came back, but
in my opinion, I still go MJF 1, Dominic 2.
If I'm talking about this year alone, maybe we'll get a hint into like little of our awards. If we're talking about this year alone, I think Dominic edges out MJF. But if we're talking about it all the time, I'm still going MJF for sure.
Yeah.
But no, anyways, to get back on track, I do think Gunther, they have plans with Gunther, whether it be Punk versus Gunther or someone versus Gunther.
I think Gunther wins this.
Gunther is like, honestly, people don't talk about it. Gunther is the most protected wrestler in that company right now. 80% of his wins, or 80% of his like matches have been title matches or like title defense. 80% of his career in WWE, he has the title.
Yeah.
We talk about Kevin Owens being Triple H's guy. No. This is Triple H's guy. Gunther is Triple H. I think Triple H just loves that old style wrestling that he brings that most people don't see anymore.
Well, I mean, it's classic. It's something like something MJF would do. He's a classic wrestler.
It's just so old school.
It is.
It's just so old school. Nothing beautiful. He has powerbomb. He legit doesn't really have a finisher.
No, he has multiple ways of winning.
Yeah,
Sleeper hold, powerbomb.
The Emerald Fusion, if he pulls it off once in a while. Yeah. The splash.
He can slap the crap out of you.
Yeah. He's just a perfect example of what a wrestler of the olden days would be. Yeah.
He is a full-out brawler. So, Gunther's winning this. It'll be a good match again, just like how it was at SummerSlam. It'll be a good match. But Gunther's taking this title, and he'll go on a run with it. Oh, yeah. Like you said, maybe John Cena. I don't know. But we'll move on to what I think should be the co-main. It is the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. Finally, Braun Breaker, Sheamus, Ludwig, Kaiser all in the ring at once. This is gonna be a banger.
I was gonna say
And
this.
what I want this to be is a classic TNA 15-minute all-out brawl match. That's what I want.
I think it's gonna be hectic. I don't think it's gonna be 15 minutes. I think it's gonna be 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, like the 10 to 15 mark.
I think what Ludwig Kaiser brings into this match is what people aren't expecting, and it's a technical aspect to it.
So he's so good.
By the way, can we talk about Braun Breaker fucking running through the announce table basically?
What a spot. What a spot.
Crazy. That's
and such
Steiner.
A safe worker. Didn't even get hurt on the whole thing. Nothing.
No.
You would think that guy just broke his collarbone. Nah.
No.
Safe worker.
He knew how to do it.
Both Ludwig and him. Amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this match.
Nice expertise.
Oh, he just brings fight night.
It's gonna be. I honestly am very excited for that fight.
Whenever this goes in, I'm like locked in because like this is gonna be good. I do think Braun Breaker walks away with the title.
Yep.
We do have a potential
tiebreaker here.
So Anthony goes Braun and he pins Kaiser.
Ooh.
I want to say Braun pins Sheamus. Sheamus is the older wrestler. He's been in the company for ages.
Yep.
I don't think it matters if he takes the pin. It's whatever. Kaiser's a younger, upcoming guy who's improving himself, trying to prove himself to Gunther as well, obviously, Imperium.
Yeah.
That he can stick alone by himself and win championships.
Yeah.
Kaiser can't take the pin here.
So I'm in agreement with you. Obviously, I'm different. This affects you and Tony. If I'm wrong with the Shinsuke.
You go Shinsuke.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with you. I agree with you, and you're kind of on the right track. My also big thing is it puts Sheamus versus Braun Breaker to bed, but then continues Ludwig Kaiser and Braun Breaker feud. So like it's a transitional feud. It makes sense for them.
Yeah, like you don't have to necessarily put Sheamus to bed, but like if I'm
for now, like he takes the pinfall, he's out of the picture for a bit. He could easily win another match here and there. He's always contention for it.
I think it just wouldn't make sense for Kaiser to lose here.
The way they're pushing him now, he just came back from injury. He's been winning a couple of matches. He's been doing some things here and there. He's now in a title picture. He's obviously going to set up things with Gunther eventually, because I know WWE really likes him as well. They like Ludwig Kaiser as especially a main card guy to be like, this is who you're trying to pass. If you can put on a good run with Ludwig Kaiser, you're going to the main event. I feel like that's what Ludwig Kaiser's role is going to be in the company. I don't think he might maybe one day become main champion, like a world heavyweight champion. But I really think his spot is, I'm going to basically be the guy to test you, see how good you are.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think give him mid-card titles.
Tag titles if you need to sometimes.
Tag and mid-card, maybe later down the road like Kofi.
Give him money. Title. Yeah, give him a Money in the Bank so he can win it. Like, he's there.
Something like that. But, yeah. I think we're on the same page on that one. And this leaves us here with the final match, the men's War Games match. Team OG Bloodline versus Team New Bloodline. Roman. Okay, first of all, this match should have been 4-on-4. Stupid idea in my opinion, but
I don't like the additions, but they wanted to add the Wiseman in. I don't know how I feel.
I don't like it. I was talking to my dad. 4-on-4. It should have been 4-on-4, and he agrees. Now it's 5-on-5. But it's still a great match. Still a great thing. So you got Usos, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, OG Bloodline. Now you got CM Punk in the picture, coming back to do it for Paul Heyman, not for Roman Reigns. And then you got Team Solo, so Bloodline Solo, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Bronson Reed. CM Punk is coming into this match, obviously setting up something with Seth Rollins, being the bigger man that Seth Rollins wasn't, putting aside the actual beef that he also has with Roman Reigns in real life, to just work with him, showing him he's the bigger man. Seth Rollins is going to get pissed off about this, not only because of that, but because he got a little piece of Bronson Reed Seth Rollins never got that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
never
No, this
stepped
is definitely him.
This
This is them
setting it up.
stepping in. Yeah, setting up something big.
But there's also the whole I'm doing it for Paul Heyman thing, and Paul Heyman wearing the Solo Sikoa outfit, not his traditional suit and tie that he does with Roman Reigns. Also, to keep in mind, when Roman said he's my wise man, CM Punk said we'll see about that.
Yep. That's
and also, after SmackDown went off air, I don't know if you saw, there was a clip when they went out, like they all walked away. Paul Heyman walked away with CM Punk. Didn't even do any interaction with Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns just kind of stared the whole time, knows something's not up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on here where, one, Paul Heyman could turn, right?
Yeah.
Now he could turn on multiple things. He could turn and side with CM Punk because he sees CM Punk has potential to go for a title run soon. He could just turn on Roman in general.
Yep.
And side with Solo. The Rock could return, and Paul Heyman could turn on Roman with The Rock, which would be huge. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things. I mean, Seth Rollins can come in, interrupt this match. You could see a debut of another Bloodline member, potentially.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot.
There is a lot to this match. I guess you want to give Tony's prediction first, because he's not here.
He thinks the OG Bloodline is going to lose to the new Bloodline.
Okay.
Which is kind of bold because they did take the pin at Crown Jewel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Rock might get involved, he said.
Okay.
And Sami Zayn will take the pin.
Okay, that's smart. That's the smartest one.
So, but keep in mind, when he texted me this, he's in Cuba, and he's not seen SmackDown or Raw. He probably simply said, he probably looked, OG Bloodline, new Bloodline. He doesn't know about Punk. He doesn't know, unless now that the day we're recording this, he does know about it, but he didn't know about Punk, didn't know about Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't quite know that, and I kind of mentioned something about Paul Heyman to him, saying I think I'll get into it, and I said, did you see what happened? And he's like, no, I haven't seen anything. So I said, okay, I'm not going to speak. So there's still a chance he hasn't seen anything. So that's his predictions based off what he's seen so far, up to date.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fair pick. I think Sami Zayn taking the pin, if the OG Bloodline is to lose, is the smartest decision. Him or Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, who do you go with? Or do you want me to go first?
You go first. I already know what I want. I want to hear what you have to say.
So he's going OG Bloodline. And then I got the difference on him on who pins who.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go different on Tony here. And I'm going to say the OG Bloodline wins.
Yeah.
And they win clean.
Yeah.
But at the end, you know what? No. I just thought of something. Keep building this up. Paul Heyman walks away with CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't walk away with Roman. Nothing crazy happens. The Rock will return and show up and do another symbolization to Roman right after.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. I don't think there's going to be any big Paul Heyman turn. It could happen. And that was my original thing. Paul Heyman would turn, side with Solo or The Rock or something, or just side with Punk in general. But I think Paul Heyman just walks away with Punk. No crowd, everything. We think it's going to go off air. Boom, they do the Rock thing, just like they did with Punk last year. And The Rock just looks at Roman, does whatever. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. And who takes the pin is... Okay, it's probably gonna be Tonga Loa. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right. Interesting. You both
Or
got good
Tama
points.
Tonga, but probably
You
Tonga
both-
Loa.
Yeah.
Will he
got
even be in the
interesting
ring,
points.
or will he be botched outside and like? You
Yeah, he fell off and landed on the
know what? To be fair, Tama Tonga takes the pin. There we go. That's it. Because Tonga Loa is gonna be out.
I like how both of you guys have this kind of similar. I get where you guys are going.
I feel like you're gonna go for the whole big shebang.
I am.
So I kind of
I'm going
left
with
it for you.
I'm
because
going
I
OG
want a more-
Bloodline. I'm going OG Bloodline. I think Solo takes the pin because Solo is considered the new head of the table, right?
Okay, but you think
And
they're
if he
gonna
takes the
end it
pin-
here?
Because when he wins, Heyman's gonna come out, right? And he's gonna throw up his ones with them, and Punk will too. Punk has no idea what's going on, by the way. All he knows was, I'm here to help out Heyman. He throws up the ones, and then that's when the final boss music hits. And then he looks, and he shakes the wise man's hand, and puts his arm around him, and tells basically, gives Roman a look like, this whole time, he's my actual wise man. This has been all my idea. This hasn't been Solo. Just to point out that I am the High Chief. I am the head of the table. You're nothing. You couldn't do anything without me. You needed me to help you to try to beat Seth Rollins. Then you need me to help you to try to beat Cody Rhodes. Everything I've done up to this point was basically for you, and you couldn't get it done. So now I have to take the reins. And so that's where Heyman will be like, oh. I think literally just Punk's there just because they're like, Brock Lesnar, we can't get Brock Lesnar, so here's Punk. I think Punk's just a throwaway, so that's why I believe Heyman will be siding with The Rock. I think Rock, the whole shebang, he returns, he just stares him down, shakes his hand, and it's clear as day that Paul Heyman wasn't with Solo. He's actually with The Rock.
Yeah, you know what? Again, that was in my head. And then for some reason, I just thought, be very subtle and let it cook. Like, let it milk it out because you still got time.
Yeah,
You
but
do-
the thing is, like, it's Survivor Series. Rock debuted at Survivor Series.
See, we
And
always
I
say
feel-
this. That's the thing.
I feel
though.
like
we
I
always say this.
I feel like if they do it now, and everyone's like, "Oh my goodness," and then he just disappears for a bit,
I get
and
it.
then maybe to returns at Rumble, maybe
But the
returns at another
thing-
time.
The thing is, the Netflix premiere is probably gonna be the biggest thing they do. Do it there.
Yeah,
Do it at the Netflix
fair.
premiere. And you don't want to put almost too much in that premiere because you only got 3 hours.
yeah,
Like, yeah, more. I get it, but we always say about the whole pay-per-view thing. But then look when look when the big things happen. SmackDown.
yeah.
SmackDown. Raw.
The thing is, I mean, like, yes,
The only
Netflix-
time The Rock actually showed up on a premium live event when we predicted Ori's, other times was Bad Blood out of nowhere. That's when it
what I'm
was.
saying. I think this is it.
Survivor
I
Series
think-
is too predictable, but I do want it to happen.
I don't think it is that predictable. I don't think it's going to be Netflix.
I don't know
because
how many
technically
times
Netflix
you
is
and I
moving.
have said The Rock would return to Survivor Series for it to
Do you know
just
how many
happen.
times I have said something
For it
like
to
this?
no
and
no
then
for
they
it
don't
to happen on a SmackDown. Remember when we said The Rock was going to return for so long, and we gave up, and then on a random SmackDown on a
when they were in
September
Denver,
cold night,
yeah.
he happened to just show up. It's gonna happen again, Tyler.
No,
That's why
probably, but-
I've given up on this Survivor Series
I'm
crap,
not-
and that's
I'm
why
not.
in my head I was like, you know what? It's too good to be true, and I'm gonna leave
H
it
is
for you
cooking.
to say because I know you were gonna say it. I know
H
you
is
like your
cooking.
big shebangs. I know you
I'm
like
doing
them.
it. I'm doing it. H is gonna
So-
cook this one.
I'm
Do you
saying
smell?
I'm going very subtle,
And
and
he's
we
gonna
wait
do the
till. But if he does it,
Bloodline rules.
I want the OG bloodline, and I want Punk to be in the ring.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want the Rock to slowly walk down with his smile, his heel smile, his little like title, everything. I want him to walk down. I want to get in the ring. I want Paul Heyman and CM Punk to look at each other, and I want Paul Heyman to go tap him on the back and say, "You're good to go." Punk like looks at the Rock, says hi and everything. Hey, Dwayne, you know, his thing. Leave, like just let it be, and look at and give Roman a look and be like, I told you so. Maybe he's not your wise man, you know what I mean? And then the Rock to like
I don't
smile.
believe Punk knows that. Yeah,
he does. And the Rock to smile and look at Roman and shake Paul Heyman's hand, and then do like the throat thing and walk away. Just that. And Roman does nothing. Roman just goes like, "What's going on here?" And Paul Heyman does his strut and walks away with the Rock. If that happens,
I agree. That's perfect.
There we go. Anyways, that is all the time we have here for the 5-star Frogcast for this episode. Tyler, you may have to end this one for me here. YouTube,
don't forget to follow
Instagram.
us all. Yes, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the 5-star Frogcast. Everywhere you can listen or see us, you better follow us on it. Yeah, I'm telling you, or we're gonna come for you like Mama Rose when the Rock came from Mama Rose and Mama Rose came for the Rock.
And Tyler, it is time to ring the bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
And we'll catch you in the next one.